Hey there, guys. It is Rachel Feldman. I help coaches just like you come out of overwhelm and build profitable online businesses. So today I want to talk about doing a training. I have lots of clients who come to me and they're like, I know I need to show up on video, which you do, because in today's market, video is where you're going to connect with people. You see left and right trainings and workshops. So in today's video, we're going to go over how to do a training using one of my favorite workshops that we have, which is our natural menopause workshop. Let me just share my screen. Bear with me. All right. So here we have the natural menopause workshop. You have an opt-in page and a thank you page. So what you're going to do is we have the opt-in page right here. You're going to take this page, you're going to go through and edit it. See where you need to put in any different information. If you have testimonials, that's great. You see it's a little of a longer page. Natural menopause workshop. Now you can do this as evergreen, which means that you pre-record this on Zoom or StreamYard, but I would say Zoom is probably the easiest platform, especially if this is your first training. And you can make this so that somebody can sign up at any time, or you can choose a specific date. Typically, when we choose a specific date, it's for a reason. We're launching a program after, or we're bringing somebody in just for list building. You can have different calls to actions. You can sell a program on the workshop. You could, of course, offer your one-on-one. You could, of course, if you didn't even want to do this as free, you could do this as a paid workshop. Now on your thank you email, thank you page, you'll see right here, workshop details. Now, if you want to, again, this is where on your thank you page, you can actually deliver the workshop. So instead of natural workshop details like time, date, link to join Zoom, you could actually have it pre-recorded and do your training right there. Now let's take a look at this workshop, because I always hear clients say to me, and trust me, you might think that I'm come off as this naturally easy to do, but I had to work. I had to work at doing YouTube videos. I just show up even when I didn't want to show up. I had to take the leap and do it scared. So here's the PowerPoint. What I want you to do is go through the aesthetics first. Look and see if it's something that you need to make any changes. Of course, you're going to put a picture of yourself, a little information about you. What I like to do is open up the Zoom or the training, open up Zoom, start Zoom, and have it just like go into a little introduction about yourself before you share screen. Give a little background, give a little information. This is about 2 minutes long. Not much longer. We want this to be like a 20-minute training, something that's easy for people to digest, something that's not too long, and something that you can do with ease. Then I like to share my screen. You can go through, you can also change out any pictures, you can change out any, but you're going to want to, I like to paraphrase. There are certain times that I will read, but right here in this welcome, go through the training, get used to doing it, practice it, then record it. I like to paraphrase, like, thank you so much for our time today. Being a woman who's 49, I know exactly what it's like to be in perimenopause and menopause. And so in today's training, we're going to deep dive into 1, 2, 3 and kind of go over like what are going to be your big talking points. You may want to even say, like, this is the #1 training that you need. This is the #1 training if you're struggling with, some of the common pitfalls that I see with women in menopause are, and address those. Do your market research as well. You can always add slides to this. You can always add extra information if you want to add something about weight or hot flashes. It goes over what is menopause, the transition from perimenopause. So we also have a perimenopause workshop. You could do a training for women in midlife and do a perimenopause workshop on one day and a menopause workshop on another day as a live training, and lead them to our midlife mastery program, which is our signature 3-month hormone course for perimenopause and menopause and midlife. So go through. This is one of my favorite. And when you're promoting your training, you want to really think about the problems. This would be a great reel to do. Signs of perimenopause and menopause. Talk about like weight gain, loss of breastfulness, irritability, regular periods, digestive discomfort, all those fun things. How will you know you're in menopause? Then 3 ways to boost hormones. Talk about that thyroid. We also have a thyroid PowerPoint. If you wanted to do like a 3-part women's training, we have so many different PowerPoints on different topics, but you want to go through. This is where I would read: support thyroid health, lifestyle, stress left. Talk a little, like 30 seconds, about stress and how you handle it in your daily life. Bring them into those micro stories that you have within your own life so that person identifies with you and gets to know you. Talk about the diet that you prescribe or that you think is the best diet for women in midlife. Talk about adrenal health, how you support your adrenals, what are the different teas and tinctures that you do. Give some extra value in each of the slide, like a little extra 30-second story. Talk about support gut health. I would talk about like Megaspore probiotic, custom probiotics, Claire probiotics, cultured foods. I would talk about like the things for gut health. Then talk about foods. Talk about those healthy fats, how to get them in. Phytoestrogens. Talk about all this good stuff. Go through the slide. Talk about iodine foods. Talk about how you add them in, how your clients add them in, how you've really held them to stay accountable through menopause. We talk about collagen. We talk about DIM foods, which are so important, cultured foods, natural medicines, essential oils, herbs. You can talk about like your favorite herbs, where you buy them. Are they from Mountain Herbs? Are they from, I think it's Women's Wise. That's another one that has amazing herbal tinctures. But think about the different places and how you incorporate these herbs into your own life. Talk about reducing the toxic load. Mindset. Change your mindset. And I think this is a really important subject to touch on, because when we're going through midlife, there are so many changing things that are happening, not only in our body, but it's like a shift in mindset as we get older, to accept ourselves, to age gracefully, to do it with the right mindset. We talk about weight gain in here. Then what you can also do in this package is it gives you handouts. Now, these handouts you can use in a few different ways. One, Girl's Guide to Menopause Labs. If you wanted to charge for the workshop, you could always charge for the workshop and charge like $37 for the training if you wanted to include all the handouts. But look how amazing this is. Or it can be the follow-up handouts in your nurture sequence. So you can say to them, you're going to watch these trainings, and over 3 days, I'm going to be sending you handouts and emails. Make sure that you add, my email to your VIP list. You'll see right here. Everything your client needs to know, all packed. Now, or they could be a freebie by itself. So you could have two free opportunities. We also have the other handouts in here. Give me a second. Estrogen dominance handout. You could do the menopause quiz, or you can make that, again, like part of your freebie training. If you didn't want to lead them to a training and maybe you wanted to instead lead them to a quiz, you could have that quiz, or you could do a quiz and the training and include both of them. Really great ways to get people seeing some of the problems that they have in their life. Talk about estrogen dominance. Really cool ways. And then, of course, you have the social media to promote. The biggest thing is you want to decide how you want to deliver this. Now, the other thing is you can always do this in a Facebook group, you can always do this as an IG Live, take your phone and screen share. You can do this in so many different ways. It is super easy to use done for you products. And that means that instead of you spending the 3 hours to research, put the slides together, design, create all the handouts, and 3 hours just for a PowerPoint, we've done that for you. Now, if you have any questions about this different workshop, let me know. And it was a pleasure to be with you guys today. If you have any questions about our programs, I always offer strategy calls to get on the phone, map out your funnel, whether it's your first one or whether you're building and growing your business. Please let me know if you have any questions, and I'm here for you. Talk to you soon. Bye, guys.